Nice. And how would you say the crowds are different? You know, you obviously played in India and you've played now in Germany and Austria. So, what do you feel is the difference in the crowds, or is it the same kind of crowd? You know, do people appreciate the music the same way?
Firstly, people are not shy there to be themselves. I will not see a 60-year-old man at a gig here. It is a rare thing. I won't see my friends' parents coming at a gig because it's taboo or it's something, oh, it's dark side or whatever. I feel that that's very weird in a way because I know people that want to come at shows because deep down inside they want to be part of it, they want to feel young again, you know. But I don't know what is that energy that stops them, you know. There in Germany and Austria, I saw people of all ages. I saw kids with 13, I saw people who were 60, and both of them came and spoke to me. And there's a way that I speak to someone who's 60, and there's a way that you speak to when you're 30. You're at a concert, when you go, everyone's the same age, more or less.
Yes.
Like I feel I'm the oldest one, or we are the oldest, because we've been doing this for so many years, you know. And it was pretty good.
Nice. So you have a lot of mosh pits there in the crowd?
Yeah, we had some shows. We had a ninja one show. This guy came like a ninja with a sword and stuff. And he stood for the band picture as well on, you know, the barricade and stuff. So there were some guys who were really crazy, and there were mosh pits as well. And people putting their fists in the air. And pretty good crowd.
Awesome, man. Good to hear that.
Yeah.
So you have been around for 12 years, Systemhouse 33, and you are from Nagpur originally.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 12 years back, what was the scene like over there, and what kind of inspired you to want to form a band, you know?
Wow, yeah. I'll try to make it as short as possible.
Yeah.
So, you know, in Nagpur, a small city, there's not much to do. I was luckily introduced to music because of the community that I was living with, like a small Catholic community. So music is a very important part of that, you know, community. What I used to feel was that without music, I don't really have much to do, you know. And playing the same old covers, I really got bored of it. So after one gig, one of the people in the crowd, he came to me and he said, like, you know, why don't you check out this music that I want to give you? And he gave me some Pantera DVD, CDs and stuff, and VCDs and stuff, and I just started watching the music. And I was like blown away. I was like, this is the music I want to play because I feel better.
Yeah.
So we started metal there in Nagpur. We actually made copies at our own expense and gave it for free. I was like, please listen, so that I can have a conversation with you.
Wow.
You know, because everything was like, moving to Bombay is like moving to the big city.
Yeah.
Always. It's probably 9 out of 10 times it's someone's dream, like, okay, I'm going to move out from this place to Bombay first.
Yeah.
Then maybe abroad or whatever. But the first thing is Bombay, because it's the closest,
Correct.
you know, big city from Nagpur. We've had hard times where I had to come to Bombay because luckily my parents were always here and get equipment from there to Nagpur, like on a bus and stuff, because we had no money. And bargain like with Fatados and go to Zabbarwai and go to SB Music, and then you know, Anthony used to tell me that you should have come first to me and told me this, you know, I would have given you the best price. Why do you go to everyone? So it was like all that hell because we did not have the money to buy a drum kit, to buy, and you know how it was like 12 years back.
Yeah.
Hardly any instruments to choose from.
Yeah.
There was no ESP, there was like Kramer and probably Java.
Yeah.
No double bass pedal. We got some Chinese one, which was, so it's been hard. But the passion is what that gets you through. Irrespective of the times you're in, it's always the passion, you know. It's better right now.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that we're seeing bands exploding left, right, and center. I need some water. But anyways, it's just the passion. Doesn't matter on the time that you're in, the year you're in. Bands that have the passion will have it. You know.
You know, Systemhouse 33 has, I think, 3 albums in total already?
Yeah, we had first EP and then now this is the 4th album.
Yeah, so, you know, you guys have been pretty much under the radar, like, as a band, you know, and you've been around for so long, and why do you feel that is? I mean, is it just because things have just not happened, or how do you feel the band has evolved over the last 12 years?
See, what I feel is that first of all, we are from Nagpur, so it's something that people don't really connect to with metal. They don't really, no one has heard of Nagpur, so we started off with that, and then we came in. A lot of people supported us as well, and initially we had a lot of shows. We used to, but we took a break in the middle where we were recording an album and we were refusing shows as well. And then you just can't do that. Because the scene is anyway so small, and once you start refusing shows for whatever reason, it doesn't work in favor with you. So then we were not playing more shows, and we had to work harder to get shows. And then albums have delays, and all of those things you learn in this journey, and that affected us because we were always collaborating with people and not doing everything yourself. Like right now, we are. So everything is not in your control. The more in your control, the better. You know that. It makes a big difference because you have no one else doing it. True. So we've become wiser and got to work more harder on the music because if you're not doing that, some band is doing that.
Yeah.
So you have to respect that fact. And right now, we have started putting up more videos, more social interaction. We're trying our best to get our music out there for people to know us. And I'm sure that it's just a matter of time people will know us even better.
Nice.
And we'll be playing more shows.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
So I've got some fan questions for you.
Great.
Aditya Gaikwad asks, what was your favorite food on tour? And would you ask me to make a similar German dish? if a German dish was your favorite food on tour. Yeah, so what did you eat on tour?
Oh yeah, okay Aditya, we were eating sandwiches on tour and just sandwiches.
Nothing else?
That's all we got. Maybe a warm meal. I think one day we got some eggs, but it's just sandwiches with a lot of meat and cheese, like a lot to choose from. And when you're hungry, you put all the meat you can.
Nice.
And that's what we ate, and we didn't even have time to go eat something local as such.
But you did go on a small holiday after that.
Yeah, I went to...
So did you eat anything on that was really interesting?
Okay, let me think.
Since meat and bread on tour doesn't really qualify.
I didn't really have anything interesting. Went to England and had some home-cooked food by my aunt. And in Amsterdam, I just ate the same thing, meat and sandwiches.
Alright Aditya, so it's just meat and sandwiches and cheese. So we have a fun question from Royden Bangera who asks, what is the latest car or bike you have purchased? The last time he remembers you went to buy vegetables and you came back with a new bike. So tell us a little bit about this.
I can tell you one thing, that he's always drunk.
Yes, we know that.
Yeah, so he doesn't, I don't know what is he talking about. I mean, it's nothing like that. I went to buy vegetables, but then I came back with some other things, but it not necessarily has to be a car or a bike.
But do you have a passion for automobiles? Is that where this stems from?
I do have, but I can't afford anything right now, so we spent all the money on the tour. So
Nice.
I've sold all of it.
So Royden, stop telling drunk stories.
Yeah.
Sobriety is the way forward. So I mentioned quite a few times that you guys have been around for 12 years, So what really keeps you motivated and keeps you still wanting to play in a band and making music?
Well, this time on the tour, I finally realized that what actually keeps me, continue to do this, it's, when you go for a show and you play, and that's when I can speak my mind. I can't really talk to people and tell them what I feel. This is when I can do it. It's the only time when I can do it, when I can just say what I want, the way I want it, and I can say it as angry as I want to be, or as soft as I want to say it, and people understand what I'm saying.
That's awesome, man.
So that's the feeling, that feeling is everything to me. I would not want that feeling to go away in my life. And this is why I do music, because that's the only way I can give. There's no other way I can give you where it would make sense. And it would stay on. It at least has that, what do you call, I can't name the word for it, but when you give something through music, you have that chance for it to stay on forever.
Yeah.
That's one chance that you wouldn't mind taking, because it can stay for a lifetime for people, or maybe centuries, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what music can do. So when you've got life, this is a very small thing in front of that.
Nice.
You should take that chance.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And do you have any funny stories from your tour? Any funny incidents or any interesting things that happened?
Oh, yeah, there are many stories. Like, uh, Mayank had a lot of stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. And I'll tell you one story. So there was this girl who, I must not say it, but she looked pretty scary. Like, people were scared of her. Like, she would give you the horror look, in the horror movie you would see, like, so we were getting really scared, but she was with Mayank all the time, and she wanted to be with Mayank, and she did not speak any English. So it was fun, a few hours of fun, rather, and everybody had gone away, and now only our bus is there, but she's still there, and he's put up a picture on Instagram. You should check that picture. It's scary. It's like a cover of a horror movie. Yeah.
So Mayank, we're going to stalk your Instagram and look for the scary lady.
Yeah. Do that.